Well, good afternoon, and it's the 19th of March, and the weather in Chapel St Leonard's is fantastic. It's almost shirt sleeves, a little bit cooler down by the edge of the beach, and it's wonderful. And these are the joys of living near the seaside. Even on a bad summer, you can get days like this here and there, and you can get out and you can really enjoy them. Weekend's looking a little bit rainy, a little bit showery. This is a Wednesday, so yeah, we're out and about, we're enjoying ourselves. It's busy, it's fairly busy, there's people about, so the early holiday makers are having a real bonus today. And if you ever want to move to the seaside or the coast, these are the days that make it worth it. What, George? Now, I was quite lucky to have an opportunity to move down here before I retired. Auction property, needed a bit of work, a few legalities needed sorting out, but it gave us an opportunity to move here and probably buy a place, sorting George out, that maybe we couldn't afford otherwise. And it's a dream to retire to the coast for a lot of people, a holiday in a place for a certain amount of time, fall in love with it and know it, and plan their retirement, and away they go. But it's not always as simple as that. The older you get, the harder it is to embrace change and leave everything behind. If you're leaving nothing behind, it's not a problem. But for many of you, you'll be leaving family, friends, grandkids, familiarity. You're leaving everything behind. And that is a whole set of problems. So I'm going to suggest that the best time to move to the coast, or your dream place of retirement, or where you want to be, is as early as you can. And to put down roots and to get to know the area and make new friends and work. And you find a lot of things out from work, silly little things like when you move, is there a good builder, a good plumber, where you get your car MOT'd, all those little things that are a bit daunting when you reach a certain age and you're starting again. And I think sometimes with retirement, you sort of cocoon yourself in people of a similar age. And I think you need that balance of young and old. So for me, I wish I'd have moved here years ago. I wish I'd have built a life here years ago. It's exciting to start from scratch when you're in your 60s. It's a little bit scary as well. And I think it's a mindset that you've got, whether you embrace the change or the change is maybe a little bit scary. And of course, there's another elephant in the room when you reach a certain age, and that's health. And you might have lived somewhere for 20 or 30 years, and you know your doctors and the hospitals. You come to a new area and you start from scratch. And the only sure thing when you reach a certain age, or reach any age, is that ill health and possibly fatality, for death, is around the corner, or hopefully a long, long, long way off. But that then leaves one of you. And you do see it, people who've moved here, it's their dream, and they move in the late 60s and they have a few really good years together, and then the inevitable happens. What do? You're stuck in a new place. Maybe your partner dealt with everything, the bills and the internet and even driving. What do? Do you stay and do you carry on that dream? Or do you move back? And moving back can have its own set of problems. So I think if you have got a dream, whatever that may be, you have to follow it early. Don't wait. Don't wait for time to change things, to change you, your health, your job. It's the fact that you live somewhere you really want to be. And there might be sacrifices. Maybe the work situation is different. Lots of different reasons where it might not be or seem the right time to move. But you've only got three elements in your life, and that is work, rest and play. And you need the balance of all three. Occasionally when you're younger you might do a bit more work because you've got kids and you've got mortgages. Maybe when you're younger you're a bit too much play. But overall you need that balance. And if you've got that dream nagging away, gnawing away, why not really seriously consider following that dream? And then you'll know. And the other thing I'm guessing is if something's gnawing at you so much, I really want to move to the seaside, I really want to move to the coast, I've got to live near the sea. What would your life be like when you're there? Will that improve your mental health and well-being? Because you actually really want to be somewhere like this and do this any day of the week. And it doesn't really matter if the weather's good or bad here, even in the winter, even when it's raining, even whether it's windy, it's the seaside. And for me that was a big push. I always wanted to live near the sea. That's why I call my channel The Coastman, and it doesn't necessarily have to be here, but here it is. Here's where I call home, and this is what I see every day of the week, every time I want to. And from a mental health point of view, that is fantastic. That's the play sorted. To pop out with the dog, with George, have a cup of coffee, sit and watch the world go by, maybe a pint, meal in the pub. That's that bit sorted. The rest is dead easy, because with all this fresh air I don't need any help nodding at night. Work, well, I'm not retired, so I'm having to work. And the work situation on the coast, the job market, very, very different to probably what you're used to if you're living in a city. It is obviously very seasonal. There's not a lot of industry. Finding that elusive 52 weeks a year job, Monday to Friday, isn't as easy as you think. But you'll find a way. So again, I'd move sooner rather than later. If I had my time again, I'd have been here 20 years now. Enjoying this for 20 years. So if you've got a dream, there's sometimes different ways of achieving that dream. Look out the box. Here, for example, property market, well, it's a bit cheaper than other parts of the country. There's other opportunities if you can't afford to buy rental. Rental can be quite dear. Some people buy a caravan and come here for 10 months of the season. Sometimes they work. Sometimes it's just a retirement place that they come, but they keep their base at home with their family and friends, and they've spent a large part of the summer here, spring and autumn, and miss probably the hardest 3 months of the year. So you've got the caravan option, you've got the chalet option. In my opinion, chalets are probably the best route if you're going down that track. Some of the chalet parks are 11.5 months or even 12 months. Chalets can, if not hold the price, sometimes even go up in price, especially if you do the works to them